Hey guys, Doc here with something different. This one's going to be called Nightmare Fuel just because it's a little bit of a horror DVD. I'm also going to put this under my unboxing, although it didn't have very interesting packaging when it came from eBay, so I didn't really unbox it on video. But let's get into it. It's called Spooked, The Ghosts of Waverly Hills Santorium. And Waverly Hills is in Kentucky. Louisville, Kentucky, and it opened up as a tuberculosis hospital back in the 1920s. But actually, the original building opened in 1912, but the big building, which is about 800,000 square feet and 4.5 stories, because there's a solarium on top where they could take the patients onto the roof and let them sit maybe 2 or 3 at a time to get some fresh air and sun, because that's what they thought would help cure tuberculosis back in the day. So anyway, it's got a really creepy cover, which that's why I labeled this Nightmare Fuel. But it was originally on the Sci-Fi Channel, and I bought this DVD the first time in 2006. I had just started my job at a psych hospital. It was my very first job into psych, and I got sick one day. And so I stopped at Walmart across the street on my way home, and I picked up this, and I picked up the original Dracula with Bela Lugosi. Anyway, I went home and checked this out. This is called the Classified Edition. So it says over 30 minutes of unseen footage, raw and uncut interviews, actual documented sightings and paranormal investigations, ghosts, and historic photo galleries. So it says it's a classified edition that you could not see on the Sci-Fi Channel because it was too spooky. But it's well worth your time if you like history and if you like seeing how psychology and how the way that we treat people, both emotionally how we treat people and physically how we treat their ailments, has changed in all of that time. There's not anything really that spooky on this DVD. They had to, build it up to sell it, of course. But it's really a good program. It's an interesting program. It shows how far we have come medically, since the 1920s. They shut down Waverly Hills as a TB hospital because TB had been all but eradicated in 1961. They reopened the building in 1962 as a geriatric facility, and then they closed the building permanently in 1982. So the building still stands. They say that it's one of the most haunted places in America, if not in the world, simply because they had what they call a body chute. And at one point, they had so many people that were dying of tuberculosis on a daily basis that they didn't want to demoralize the rest of the patients. So they had a body chute that they would wheel these bodies down to the back of the building where a vehicle would be waiting to carry the bodies off. But they left out of the back of the building so that the patients that were still there didn't get demoralized and say, man, everybody's dying, so I'm going to die too. But it's not a medical drama. It's not something that's going to delve into all of the medical procedures and things like that. It was meant to be scary, and it came out around Halloween, I think. So it was meant for a good little cheap scare. But if you have the time, I would say check it out. I got this copy on eBay. It came like $6. I think it had like $2 shipping on it. So for less than $10, you can learn a little bit of history, get a little spooked out, creeped out by this giant, massive abandoned building in Kentucky, and learn a little bit at the same time. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you later.